The bell above the cafe door rang the way it always did, soft, polite, forgettable. I stepped inside holding a small brown package, my name written in my own handwriting. She looked up from behind the counter, my wife. Her smile arrived half a second too late. That was all it took. Not the way her hand froze on the register, not the way her eyes flicked past me to the corner table by the window, not even the way the man sitting there suddenly remembered his phone was very interesting. It was the delay, that microscopic hesitation. I stood there, heat crawling under my skin, my face calm enough to pass for indifference. The cafe smelled like roasted beans and burnt milk. Familiar, safe, built by us, or so I'd believed. She said my name. I didn't answer. I watched the man instead, the way his shoulders tightened, the way he didn't look up, the way he already knew who I was. The package felt heavier in my hands than it should have. Something inside me shifted, locked into place, and just like that, the story I thought I was living ended, mid-sentence. I told myself I was wrong. I needed to. Suspicion is a quiet poison. It doesn't scream, it whispers, it points at small things and asks innocent questions. Why did she need to close late now? Why did her phone live face down? Why had laughter slowly replaced explanations? I replayed moments I'd dismissed, a new dress that never came home smelling like coffee, a name she mentioned once then never again, a hand brushing her wrist in a photo she cropped too quickly. I didn't confront her. I smiled. I kissed her cheek. I asked about her day. Inside, I built a second life, one made of observation and restraint. Love doesn't die loudly. It erodes. And I felt the hollow forming, grain by grain. I became patient. I learned the rhythm of her lies, the cadence, the pauses, the words she used when she needed to sound convincing. I checked nothing impulsively, no accusations, no raised voice. I let patterns reveal themselves, phone records, receipts, calendar gaps that lined up too perfectly to be coincidence. I visited the cafe again, sat where I could see the reflection in the glass, watched him arrive when I left, watched her transform, subtle, intimate, unguarded. Every piece clicked into place without resistance. Strangely, that's when the anger cooled. Certainty does that. I didn't feel rage, I felt clarity, and clarity is dangerous. The confirmation arrived quietly, a message meant for someone else, a name she never said at home, spelled correctly without hesitation. I waited until dinner. I slid my phone across the table. No explanation, no question. She looked at the screen, then at me. Her face collapsed inward like a structure losing its final support beam. "I can explain," she said. I nodded. "I know." That was the moment she understood. Not that she'd been caught, but that I was already gone. Her voice shook. Mine didn't. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't ask why. I told her I'd delivered the package myself, that I'd seen him, that I'd known for weeks, that the cafe, our cafe, was no longer protected by my silence. I'd removed my name from the lease, canceled the account that kept the doors open, forwarded evidence to the one investor she'd begged me not to involve, all before dinner. Her world didn't explode. It collapsed neatly, logically, inevitably. She cried. I watched. I left that night with nothing but my coat and my composure. No closure cock, no final argument. Some endings don't need noise. As I walked away, I felt lighter, not because I'd won, but because I no longer carried her secrets.